Hello YouTube land, this is Steve with Vast Motorsports, and today I got another fix-it video here for you. This is going to be on the Splendide RV washer and dryer combo. I happen to have the XC2100, and of course I picked it up used off someone dirt cheap. I gave $100 for the unit, and it was in a really nice townhouse down near the coast, and they just wasn't even using the thing. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I got, show you a little repair on it. That mine is not broken, but I figured I would check it before I actually go through the trouble of putting it in the RV. I already did a test cycle on it in the shed there just to make sure that it was good and operating. It did dry the clothes, but one of the big complaints about these is they do not dry the clothes very well. Now mine does have the vent. I'm sure that they do have like a 7100 series or something. It's a ventless dryer. I have no idea how that works. I can't imagine it will work very well. They have them designed for RVs and apartments, stuff like that, but I wanted the vented version because I knew it would work a lot better. So on my RV, it does have the hookups inside, but it did not have the dryer vent. So I had to go inside the closet here, and I'll show you on the inside. I had to drill a hole through and put the actual little vented, it's got the little flaps on it that'll open up as the dryer is blowing out. So let me take you around and show you the actual dryer unit. Alright, so again, this is the Splendide or Splendid or however you pronounce it. They're made in Italy, so I'm not real sure. It's 2100 XC. This is washer and dryer combo, and it does have the vent on the back. Now of course the big thing about these, if you're going to use it for the drying feature also, if you don't have a separate dryer, just don't overload it is all. As long as you put a decent load of 1/2 or 3/4 in there to where when it's tumbling trying to dry, the clothes can move around, especially if you have like towels or jeans or anything like that, maybe sweatpants, the thicker materials, then you don't want to overfill it. That's pretty much the big key to it. This one is working properly, and I could actually feel the heat on the glass, and I could feel the heat and air blowing out the vent. I took the tube out right now because I wanted to clean it, because they are a pain in the butt to get to. I've seen another video where a fella, his stopped drying, so he went in, and what he did was he actually cut an access panel here on the side, because it is kind of a pain to reach down in here, but I can show you how. And I almost cut the access panel, but I said it's not that big of a deal to take the little, it's got 6 little screws here on this back panel. I zipped them out, gave me a little bit of access. And then there's 2 screws, one on each side here. You lift this top up and pull it back. This is your top plate. It just has like little hooks here in the front. So slide it straight back and unhook it, just take it out of the way. And you can access down in here, but now I've got a lot of tools and stuff. Not everybody's got tools around. I've got a couple real long extensions. I'm just using quarter drive stuff. I've got a little swivel down here on the bottom, and this is a 7mm for the clamp. And this is the culprit right here. This is inside the unit like this. So it has a clamp on the bottom, which I have off right now, and this would be coming out this hole right here, aiming out, and there is a little collar. Matter of fact, that's it there. It's got 2 screws, one at the top, one at the bottom. I undid those because that's when this is on the inside pushed through, then all it has is that collar locking it. But what happens is this accordion area here, it's expected to go in here and blow up the tube and come out. So not the best design. This one was not totally clogged or anything, but it did have a lot of stuff down in there. So I am glad I took it off and cleaned it out. I've even got a bunch of it here on the floor and stuff, because what I did was I took and reached in my fingers and got out what I could, and then I even took it and squeezed it and just kind of rub it together, squeeze it and rub it and get it out of them grooves. And then that way, you know, I'll take it, and I got it pretty clean inside. You can't see in here because I'm in the shed and it's dark, or dark enough for the phone, but I'm going to go out there and rinse it out with the hose pipe now that I got all the bad stuff out. And pretty much just going to have to fish it back in. I'll have to turn it around the right way. It'll be like this. I'm going to have to fish it down in there. And what I do is, you can see the round part there. This has to go on it. Put the clamp on. The good thing is, you can reach through with one hand and hold the clamp here. Leave the rubber pulled out to the side here where you can use this to look through and see what you're doing. And then you reach right down through here with the socket and extension, and that's why I say you really need a long extension. You can reach down in here and get to the clamp and clamp it back on. So anyway, that's going to be your hopefully quick fix to your Splendide RV washer and dryer combo if it's not drying properly. Now, if you can feel that it is at least building up heat and that the heating element's working, then chances are you need to check that boot right there. Alright, I hope you learned a little something here. I know it's going to help mine perform even better, even though it was working good. I just didn't want to install it in the RV and then in a couple months have all that, you know, building up even more and stop it off and hurt the flow. So what I'll do is, at the end of the video here, I will post a picture of the new instructions, or newer, that they have figured out over time. There is a self-cleaning procedure. You can run the washer and dryer through 2 cycles, and if you do it every couple months or so, depending on how much you use it, if you use it a good bit, maybe every month or 2, you can run it through this cycle, and it's supposed to help prevent that buildup. And because this does not have a lint trap in it, because the way it's a washing machine also is designed, the little bit of lint that it does produce is supposed to get washed out and sent out the actual drain with the water. But again, not all of it does that. Some does get taken out the dryer vent, kind of like your home dryer, but again, it doesn't have the lint filter. Doesn't spin at the super high speeds, I guess, that a home dryer. Doesn't have that much blowing power like a home dryer, so I guess that's why they figure it didn't need the lint trap. I'm not sure, but I'll post that at the end of the video, and you can pause on it and read those instructions. Alright, I went ahead and washed it out outside real good with the hose, so she is nice and clean all the way through. No more debris. And that ought to make a nice dryer for a while, because I've got all brand new ductwork inside. As a matter of fact, I still got to go show you that. Now this is my next little Steve-O deal. What I did was, this is a cardboard box, top off of the neighbor was putting new cabinets in his place over here. So he gave me this top, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. Alright, so in the RV here in the bedroom, we've got a little closet here, and this is like the laundry area where the washer is going to go. It has the hookups here from the factory, but it did not have the dryer vent, so I had to cut the hole. As you've seen on the outside, I have the little flaps. Brand new tube getting ready. I got it up out of the way for now. This closet, with it being carpet like this, I decided what I was going to do is, if the machine ever was to spring a leak or anything, I probably wouldn't know it until it already done too much damage. So what I did was, I have this cardboard piece, and I'm telling you, I couldn't have made it fit any better. It's almost perfect, and it fits the washer itself perfectly. I've already tried it, and so what I did was, even though it's cardboard, I bought some fiberglass resin because I got to fix the Stingray, which some of you probably seen, that was in the flood, Hurricane Ian. It ruined the floor in it, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of floor work. So it's at home, South Carolina. I'm going to have to re-fiberglass on top of the wood when I put it in. So what I did was, I bought the mat and the fiberglass resin, and I coated this whole cardboard box, so it's not just cardboard anymore. This is a fiberglass basin tray now. and it is waterproof sealed all the way up. This is about 4 inches on the sides all the way around. I just kind of sprayed the front with appliance white because I had some, so when I bring the washer in and set it in, the bottom of the washer has a little panel in the front anyway that I won't really need to access, but the door is up probably yay high, so there's plenty of clearance. The washer fits in here perfectly, and like I said, I couldn't have made this thing fit the closet. I couldn't have made one any better. So the cardboard box was perfect, and now it's, like I said, sealed, waterproof. In case I spring a leak on the machine or anything, that should catch it. So I do have a thin piece of plywood out there. I'll probably cut it out and lay it in on top of this where the washer actually sits, just so it doesn't puncture any holes or anything in this, and to make it a little more solid because it does have the carpet underneath. But I think we're going to be good to go. I can't wait to get my washer installed and have the nice washer and dryer in here. The heck with going to the laundromat. And then it'll still have room over the top of it to hang some stuff or put your washing detergent and stuff like that on top there. Alright, well, thanks for joining us on another Vast Motorsports. This is Steve signing out. I hope you like our videos, maybe subscribe, help the little channel grow, please. And we'll see you in the future. Alright, so she is installed. I got everything hooked up. And she is working. Got the little drip tray and all I made. I don't exactly like how they have the area for the vent to go out, but that's alright because I'll probably just make a big wooden top here that goes all the way back. That way nothing will fall in back here, and maybe even like make a little boxed section right here that'll block that. But I like it. That will work. And just shut the door. And voila. It's good to go. Alright, thanks for joining.